Welcome back to The Goal is to Become a Gardener.
And this week we're going to harvest.
Wait, before we get to that, can we just appreciate this incredible garden? Energy. That's the name of today.
The goal is to become a gardener. So, we do have a special garden party we're planning for this weekend with some super special guests.
I know. For those projects, could we do them here? Because it's so beautiful here.
Well, now that you mention it.
Okay, so we have the wine. When do we get back into the garden?
Soon. Do you remember what we have to harvest today?
The only thing I remember is eggs, which I am not looking forward to.
It'll be fine. But we have to harvest potatoes, broccoli, herbs for the compound butter we're going to make, but we do need to go get the eggs.
We do?
Yeah.
Look at this chicken with its head sticking out.
She wants out. They love to be out. So let's let them out a little bit while we go in here.
All right. I just love when the chickens come out.
Here we go. Come on, girls. Hi, ladies.
Here they are. Here they are, the chickens.
They love bugs, so they're very excited to be here. All right, you ready?
Just like, oh, we're going in?
Yeah, we are.
Oh. We're going in.
Ta-da!
Oh, it's actually very pretty.
They are. They're beautiful colors, right?
But I don't want to grab them because I feel like I'm invading someone's personal space.
Sometimes there is a hen in here in midst of laying an egg and you have to reach under to get the warm. Have you ever held a warm egg from a chicken?
I've not. Guess what? I have never thought I would like to hold a warm egg from a chicken.
It's a pretty amazing experience. Like that moment, it's just been laid. So yeah.
Okay. Am I getting all of them? Oh, just one?
Well, we're going to harvest all of them, but go ahead and grab one.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Ta-da.
Okay, that's okay.
That's
not a big deal. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to collect these, and they will be the freshest possible ingredients from our garden.
This one's kind of blue.
Yeah, they come in all different colors. Every hen lays a different color egg.
One hen lays one color.
Once she lays that first egg, every egg she ever lays will be that color. But different varieties of hens lay different colored eggs.
Okay. So it's the type of hen so you would know I got that type hen, I'm going to get blue eggs.
I purposely bought chickens that would lay multicolored eggs. Because I think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, they'll be delicious when we make our spinach and feta frittata.
Excellent. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Wegmans.
Both Marianne and I shop at Wegmans in Mount Laurel because your garden won't have everything you need for a dinner party.
We especially like that Wegmans produce is from farms near their stores. They have a great butcher and seafood department, all responsibly sourced. They have a large wine and spirit selection, an incredible gluten-free department, extensive cheese department, and a bakery where everything is baked on site. It's a lot.
And Wegmans business practices show they believe sustainability is important, which we all know it is.
So keep Wegmans in mind when you're planning your next dinner party. Potatoes!
Yeah, you ready?
I don't see any potatoes.
That's because potatoes grow underground. Most people don't realize that.
Okay.
So we have to dig them up.
Okay. We have to? I have to?
The goal is to become a gardener.
Yes.
I'm already one.
All right, so how am I doing this?
So they tend to grow in about a foot radius.
Okay.
And so back your shovel up just a couple inches and dig in and we'll see what's there.
I'm a full foot away from...
Maybe a little closer, but here's what will happen if you dig and you could slice potato right in half, which is okay, but you don't want to do that.
No, okay. Okay.
You might want to
go a little deeper.
Well, put your feet on there and
okay.
Get into it.
You can tell now that I don't dig. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm good. This is when I would call Joe and be like, hey.
No, girl power, we are doing it.
Oh, I'm so about girl power, but I'm also about time, efficiency. So when I'm doing this, will I actually see a potato?
Eventually they'll pop up. It's fun, really fun for kids to harvest these because it's kind of like buried treasure. Yeah. And most kids like potatoes.
Of course, I feel like I'm getting, oh wait. Oh no.
Here, let me give a shovel on this side.
Okay. I'm actually quite proud of myself.
You should be.
Because I have dug a hole.
You've done the hard work on that side.
Yes.
We're gonna come at it from a different angle. Do you see a potato?
There is a potato. I have dug up a potato.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First egg, first potato. So grab it.
Okay.
Oh,
It wasn't attached to anything. Is that normal?
No, that's totally normal.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, bodes well. There's probably more under there.
So any idea how many there will be?
It's really hard to tell. It's one of the few things that when you harvest, you're like, I have no idea what's going to be under here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how do you know when you're done?
The plant will actually turn brown and start to fall down. And then you know it's completely done for that season.
Are you planning to leave some to become bigger?
Probably not this plant, but this one right here I'm going to leave because it's flowered.
Okay.
And so I want to pinch those flowers off because it tells me it's making potatoes right now, and I want it to send all the energy into the ground, to the roots, and not into making flowers. So I'm going to leave this guy here. But we could harvest these over here that are not flowering.
Okay. So usually, like with tomatoes, when you see flowers like that, you think the tomato's coming.
Yes.
But in this case, because I'm such a gardener, I know this. In this case, you don't want the flowering taking too much energy.
Exactly.
Fascinating.
That's just a process of learning gardening and farming over time. Is this plant needs this and this plant needs this.
Yes.
So these would become tomatoes on a tomato plant. We'd be excited about that. On a potato, I want to eliminate them.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me try on the other side.
Okay.
So when I dig potatoes up, I normally do it like this.
Oh my God! You just put my digging skills to shame.
I might have more digging skills than you.
Blew that thing up. Are you kidding me?
Let's see what else is under here.
And I was so happy with my digging skills.
So you can see this is a more mature potato, and these are the new potatoes, the babies.
Yeah.
And there are probably a few more under here, but you could see if I had left this in here, these would develop into larger potatoes over the course of the season.
Okay. I cannot believe you basically pulled that whole thing up in one dig. Well, we got 4.
Yeah, so we got a little handful there. I would like to harvest a few more to make sure we have enough for everybody.
Okay.
So probably this plant over here is next.
Okay. Who's digging that? We'd like to thank our sponsor, Ristorante LUCCA.
If you're planning a special dinner and maybe you'd rather not do all the work, Ristorante LUCCA in Bordentown is the perfect place.
I've been there with my husband and it's really special. Their food is wonderful, their selection of fine Italian wines is extensive, and what I really love is they have a piano lounge. The whole vibe is elegant, old school, classic cabaret. I don't think there's any place like it in South Jersey.
Their chef makes their pasta from scratch and much of the food is prepared tableside, and it's delicious.
So when you're looking for a special night out, head to Ristorante LUCCA in Bordentown. It's a restaurant like no other. I know this is going to make you so happy, but there is a bee actually on a flower.
Yeah.
Pollinating, right?
I know, he's beautiful, isn't he? He's busy right there collecting all that pollen.
He's going to each flower. Oh, no, you went to the wrong place now. Yep.
Found another one.
Amazing. We're like watching a science channel right now.
National Geographic right here in my backyard.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna harvest some broccoli for dinner now, and not a moment too soon because this is bolting now.
It's what?
Bolting. It wants to make seed. So this is what a regular broccoli head familiar one looks like, right?
No, because the broccoli heads I'm familiar with are green. No, seriously, this is, if I walked by here, never in a million years would I think this is broccoli.
Yeah, so I grow all different varieties and colors. The grocery store doesn't carry them because they can't carry everything. And we think of broccoli as being green, but you can grow purple varieties. They're actually a little healthier for you. Broccoli's so good for you, but higher in antioxidants. And I find they're more pest resistant. The cabbage moths are less attracted to them than to the green varieties. So I've got cabbage moth damage here just a little bit. Ordinarily they would have decimated this entire crop, but they're leaving it mostly alone. So I've been leaning towards planting purple crops more and more and less green.
Moths?
Yes.
I have not seen a moth in my garden.
They're there, cabbage moths. The little white ones fluttering around, and they lay eggs on here and they create this damage. And if I could find one, I would pull it off for you.
Oh, you're good. Thank you, we're good.
Do you want to do the honors?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
This is all edible. And
really?
so even the stems, beautiful.
We're gonna eat that whole thing.
The whole thing,
Wow. Okay, so this is what is involved in harvesting broccoli?
Yep, it's really easy. Just snip it, and in some cases you can snip some of it and it will grow more.
Really?
Yeah.
So I snip all this and I just wait and see?
So this one's done, but this larger one here, if I cut the tops off, these smaller ones will eventually do this.
Okay, how do you know this one's done?
Because I can tell that it's bolting instead of being this nice little tight clump like you normally see broccoli. It's telling me it's trying to make seeds and grow for next year.
Oh, wow. So clumps, full force going, there's going to be more.
Yeah.
When it separates, you're at the end.
It's trying to make a flower and make seeds for next year.
Got it.
So,
thank you.
speaking of flowers, we need to harvest some flowers for our compound butter. You want to go do that?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Does it involve me digging?
No digging, just clipping.
Okay.
So I thought we would make some compound butter for the dinner party because I love to do things that just elevate the evening and make it a little bit special. Have you had compound butter before?
I don't think I have.
You might have had it in a restaurant. It's when they mix other ingredients in with the butter and then they re-refrigerate it, and then when you cut into it, it's got flavor to it, or sometimes they'll put edible flowers on it and then it's just really pretty. So we're gonna make a little bit, and the very first step is to soften the butter. I don't want it melted, but I don't want it hard out of the refrigerator too, because then we couldn't mix anything into it. And we've harvested some beautiful herbs already. We're gonna make garlic, chive, and rosemary butter with some edible flowers on it.
That's incredible.
All right, so the first thing I want you to do is just make sure the butter's the right consistency. Just mash it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yep, almost the consistency of like a soft ice cream. All right, great. Now we know it's the right consistency. We can put the herbs in. So we're gonna take the garlic chives, little tiny pieces, just so no one gets like a big bite of chive.
Yeah. Imagine on Thanksgiving, people would be like, what kind of a chef did this? And I'll say, no, me, the gardener.
Yeah, it really is. It's just the only thing you have to remember, it has to be done the day before or the morning of, because you have to get that butter softened and then re-refrigerate it again. All right, so perfect job on the garlic chives. Let's add some rosemary now. I love the smell of fresh rosemary. Just try not to get the stems in. We're just getting the rosemary leaves again, so that no one gets like a bite of stem in their mouth. Got the right amount of herbs in here, like a couple tablespoons, and then you're just gonna mix this together. Get it mixed all the way through so that whoever cuts a slice of butter gets those flavors of rosemary and garlic chive in there.
This isn't the easiest thing to mix.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
Try and mash up those clumps of herbs a little bit. Yeah, there you go. That looks great. Good.
Wow, I love this idea.
All right, the next step is to put it on some paper. You can use parchment paper. I've got some wax deli paper here, but you could also use plastic wrap, whatever you have in the kitchen. I would not use tin foil.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is kind of lay it in the shape, if you can, of butter. It's like a stick of butter, and it does not have to be perfect.
Okay.
If your butter is unsalted and you want salt in it, you can put a little sprinkle of salt in here.
Okay. I'm glad it does not have to be perfect.
This is maybe the hardest step of all.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know what? You're making something so beautiful. If it comes out a weird shape, that's going to make it, people would feel like, what is that?
Well, this is actually, you could serve it like this softened if you wanted to. That's a whole different mouthfeel and flavor to it, but not what we're after today.
I feel like when I'm at a restaurant, that's what it comes in, like a little cup.
Yeah, we can, sometimes we do that.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna take these and just drop them on the top. This is a little lavender. You could use rose petals, marigold, pansies, any edible flower. All right, so now we wanna kinda roll this up to make it look like butter. And I want the flowers to not get all mushed. So I am gonna kind of be a little gentle with this. I'm just gonna pat this a little bit this way so it's a little round, rolling this over like this. And then twist the ends. I'm gonna twist the other end there.
Oh, yeah. I love this idea.
So I'll stick this in the fridge for a couple hours until it gets cold. I recommend making one of these for every 3 guests. I don't want to put something this beautiful on a plain old butter dish.
No.
Got these sweet little bowls, and we'll put one on each end of the table. And then I love to serve it with like a little cheese knife or something that is smaller. So these need to go back in the fridge now until tomorrow.
Okay, oh yes. What else do we have to do tomorrow?
A couple of things, let me check.
Okay.
Oh, right. How are you with flower arranging?
Oh,